Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back again with yet another deck prevail. Today I'm showing you my Scareclaw deck combined with the adventure package. So a Scareclaw adventure deck. Let's just get straight on into it. Simple, let's go. Let's start off with the main deck. 3 of ya boy, Scareclaw Reichardt. So, 3 Reichardt. You can special summon this card from your hand to your main monster zone, adjacent to a Scareclaw monster you control, or in its column. So, that's the thing. I'll tell you this right now, that all these Scareclaw monsters basically have in common. So they can all special summon themselves to a adjacent zone of one of your Scareclaw monsters, main monster zone, of course. So there you go. That's a gimmick of this thing. So it can swarm quite hard, to be honest. Again, you can special summon once per turn, of course. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Scareclaw spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Then, if 3 or more defense position monsters are on the field, you can draw 1 card. So this is an amazing starter, an amazing extender, the total package. Reichardt is the total package. 2 Astros. I'm playing weird ratios, just to be sure, just to make sure. 2 Astros. So again, special summon this card to your main monster zone, adjacent to a Scarecrow monster you control, or in its column. Again, they all have this in common. So you can only special summon once per turn. This is the other thing of the Scareclaw deck. So your Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of defense positions Scareclaw monsters you control with different names. So the thing, what do you call it? The gimmick with this deck is that you just get them all to defense, and your big boss monster that I'll show you later will get a bunch of effects. There you go. 2 Balloons. Balloon again, special summon, adjacent. Again, if your Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing. So this one gives it multiple attacks. This one gives it piercing. And then also 2 Acro. This one gives your Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone 300 attack for each defense position monster you control. So trust me, it will build up fast. It will have a lot of attack. It can pierce, and it can attack 3 or 4 or 5 times. So there you go. That is truly bonkers. Then we're playing, of course, 2 Scareclaw Kashtira. Now, Scareclaw Kashtira is a little different. During the main phase quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, banish 1 Kashtira or Scareclaw card from your hand or graveyard. So again, this is a great extender as well. You can only use this effect once per turn. This card can attack while in face of defense position, so that's also amazing. And then you just calculate, if it does, apply its defense for damage calculation. So simple. If your Kashtira or Scareclaw monster battles an opponent's monster, that opponent's monster's effects are negated until the end of this turn. So Scareclaw Kashtira truly is a great card. You of course want to have all 3 or all 4 on your field. You want to summon your Reichardt, you draw a card. You want to go to your tryhard, and voila, you just swing in for game. Then I'm playing 3 Fenrir. Of course, Fenrir is Fenrir. Hello, don't need to explain Fenrir. And then 1 of your boy, the main G of the lore. So the Visa's lore, right? Truly bonkers. You need him. You need your Visa Starfrost. I see people playing the Visa's Samsara. I think Samsara is his name. I can't remember so good, but I think it's Samsara. Again in this one. but I feel that you don't need him, really. You only need one of this one. So if this card is in your hand, you can target one monster you control with a different type and attribute that this card, destroy that monster, and if you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Visa Starfrost once per turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, which will never happen, you can make this card gain attack equal to half of the original attack on defense of that monster. But again, this will never happen. You just need him for, you know, Visa Starfrost is here for your extra deck. Legit, just for your extra deck. Then for the, you know, adventure package. 3 Water Enchantress, which is such a pretty card as well. I love the adventure package. Truly, truly love it. Then you have your Omni Negate. Of course, your Wandering Griffin Rider. And then I'm playing 3 Ash and 2 Droll. Not a lot of hand traps in this one. Not a lot of hand traps in this one. It is, again, a control deck. It is a very easy deck to play as well. It is a very beginner-friendly deck to play. You just swarm the boards. You put them all in defense. You make your light heart. You make your try heart. You just go off. You pierce. You know, poof, poof, poof. It is more of a going second deck, to be honest. But this deck, this build I'm showing you now is a more of a go first build, let's say. But the going second part is in the side deck I'll show you later. So if you really need to go second, you can very well, because again, this deck is a more of a going second deck anyway, just to OTK your opponent. That's it for the monsters. For the traps, we're playing 2 of the field. The Primitive Planet Reichphobia. What this card does, insane. So when this card is activated, you can add 1 Scareclaw monster or Visa Starfrost. Hey, yeah boy. From your deck to your hand. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each defense position monster on the field. So, Gucci. If 3 or more defense position monsters are on the field, which will always be the case, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and pop it. You can only use, you know, this effect once per turn, and you can only activate 1 Reichphobia per turn. So this is a truly bonkers field card for this deck, to be honest. You get the pop, usually always. You know, the attack and defense loss is also, don't need to be, you know, scoffed at, let's say. So it adds up. 2 of the arrivals, I think 2 is enough. Target 1 Scareclaw monster or, again, ya boy, the big G, Visa Starfrost in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Super. If a Scareclaw link monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish the card from your graveyard instead. So usually you'll use your arrival in your combos. You search it out. You, depending on your hand, of course, you search either Reichphobia or, you know, another one of your Scareclaw cards. If you have a rival in your hand, you just use it in your combo to bring back another monster, and then, you know, the effects go off and you can link them away and stuff. Then I'm playing 1 Straddle. I think Straddle is fine. So you can activate one of these following effects. Target 1 Scareclaw monster or 1 G, ya boy, Visa Starfrost in your monster zone and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster gain attack and defense equal to the opponent's monster attack and defense, whichever is higher. Or, when a card or effect is activated, you can then targets a Scareclaw monster or G, ya boy, you control and negate that effect. So usually it's for the second effect that you have this one. 1 Defanging. Defanging is nice. Your opponent cannot target Scareclaw link monsters or ya boy with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Gucci. Like, this card is Gucci. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with a Scareclaw link monster or ya boy you control. You can banish 1 Scareclaw link monster from your field or graveyard. Target 1 card your opponent controls and pop it. Scareclaw Defanging is the better one. Again, this is a negate, which is fine. negate is always good, but defanging is just super good card. Then, of course, we're playing the adventure package. 2 is enough, in my opinion. 2 is enough, really. The deck is super tight 40 deck. 1 Faithful, of course, because duh, and 1 Draco bag, because again, duh. Then 1 Call By to round out the spells. Then for the traps, 1 Twin Saw and 1 Scareclaw Splash. Oh my god. You need to pause the video, say this name 3 or 5 times in a row fast, like Scareclaw Splash, Scareclaw. Oh my god. I tripped on this name so much, it's funny. So Twin Saw, tribute 1 Scareclaw monster, target 2 cards your opponent controls, and pop them. If you control Yaji, banish those destroyed cards instead of sending them to the graveyard. Super. If a link 3 or higher monster is on the field, which will usually be the case, you can banish this card from the graveyard, and for the rest of this turn, neither player can activate the effects of link monsters on the field. So this gives you a total link lock. Let's say against Malice, against Crusadia McKnight. It gives you a total link lock for the rest of this turn. So that's nice. And then Scareclaw Splash. I almost did it again. I always want to say Scareclaw Splash. It is so annoying, but it's such a funny card. So Scareclaw Splash. Once per turn, target 1 Scareclaw monster or 1 G-boy you control. It can attack while in face-up defense position this turn. Again, it's fine. If it does, apply its attack or defense, whichever is higher, for damage calculation. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone, which is usually the effect you'll use, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard and negate that effect. It's just another negate. It's fine. The first effect is not really wowie, but the second one is another negate. And then 3 imperm. Simple, all fine. There you go. That's it for the main deck. Now, for the extra deck, we are, of course, playing 3 of the chibi. 3 of the, I don't know why she's chibi. I think I knew because it's in the lore explanation, but I forgot why she is chibi. I legit forgot why it's chibi. Why she looks the way she looks. But I think this is such a cool card. So this is a Link 1, which already makes it busted. So there you go. For this card's Link Summon, you can only use monsters in your main monster zone as material. Oh no, what a tragedy. If this card is Link Summon in the extra monster zone, you can add 1 Primitive Planet Rhyphobia from your deck to your hand. Super. This is your legit field card searcher. If you control Yaji, the boy, the Vicious Starfrost, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You will usually never do that unless you have him in your hand, or you can combo in a way that you can just link this off or fusion this off to make your fusion, and then you just go, okay, you can bring it back and fine. But Lightheart is to get your Rhyphobia. Then the big boss monster, the big boss, the big G, Scareclaw Tryhard. Now, this buddy is insane. So must be Link summoned, so cannot be special summoned. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to defense position. Amazing. So it immediately, when your opponent summons something, put to defense. Unless, of course, it's a Link monster, then it's no bueno. So, unaffected by the activated effects of defense position monsters. So again, this is almost like a Towers. You know what I mean? It is like a Towers. Once per turn, if this card is in the extra monster zone, which it always will be, You can target one level 3 Scareclaw monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you do, add one Scareclaw monster from your deck to your hand. You know, it's a double whammy. It's a double whammy. It is amazing. But you cannot special summon a monster from the rest of this turn except Scareclaw monster. So this is something you need to be wary of. Then we're playing one IP, one SP, one Cross Sheep. Simple. They're just good combo pieces. They're good cards, of course, because you play a fusion monster, you play Cross Sheep. Then one access code and one Underworld Goddess, because you really do swarm a lot with this deck. It is a very swarmy deck. You can get plenty of bodies on the field, and Underworld Goddess just need 4, you know what I mean? So you can just take one of your opponents. And access code Talker is just to finish the game if Tryhard is not able to finish the game. That's it for the links. Now, of course, we're playing 2 Vicious Astrolabe, which again, the artwork on this bad boy, is yeah, it's good. So Vicious Astrolabe, why is your boy G Visa Starfrost in the deck? But because of this boy, because this one needs Visa Starfrost and one monster with 1500 attack and 2100 defense, which is also your high card. So, must be special summoned from the extra deck by banishing the above cards from your field and or graveyard. Super. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Super. If this card is special summoned, you can target one other monster on the field, pop it. Super. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to half of the monster original attack or defense, whichever is higher. So, triple whammy. One Chaos Angel, because it's Chaos Angel, and you can legit make Chaos Angel, you know, with a light and dark. If I'm not mistaken, give me a second. Yep, you can make it with a light and dark, because you can make it with your boy G, and you can make it with Visa's, Reichhardt. So that's 10. Reichhardt is a 4, and Visa's is a 6. There you go. It's a light and a dark. You have one Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, because it can come in handy sometimes to change an effect of an opponent's monster. So, and it's a rank 3 spam deck anyway. And then one Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just to give you an option for a rank 7. To be honest, you really don't go into your Flare Metal a lot, but it's there. The extra deck is super flexible, so yeah, you have space to, let's say, experiment however you want. Now for the side deck, bada bing, bada boom, 3 of the bells, 3 meows. They're just cheap. They're so cheap, and they're Mulcharmies against some decks. Please don't rule Mulcharmy Meows completely out of the game. Mulcharmy Meows is still a Mulcharmy. Don't get it twisted. It's still a Mulcharmy. Play this against Malice and, you know, watch it cook. Play this against the new Xenovader deck. Legit, against the new Xenovader deck. Meows, and whoa, you're gonna draw your whole deck. 3 Trust, 3 Raigeki, 1 Talent, 1 Reborn, 1 Duster. Going second cards. Truly going second cards. These are all going second except for Ghost Bell. These are all going second. So again, this deck is super good in going second. Even with the main deck I showed you, it's super good. You don't need to play second all the time with this deck. You can legit just go first, combo off, put up a board that is, you know, towers-ish like, you know what I mean? And then just go from there. There you go. That's my Scareclaw Adventure deck for the sleeves, as always. This time, I'm going for a fancier one. This is purple, which is quite dark, and ivory. Again, all of our sleeves are from Dragon Shield, so where is the sponsor, Dragon Shield? Yeah. These are super. These are super. I think the ivory really fits, especially for like light heart. It's so pretty. And purple, of course, because Scareclaw has a lot of purple colors in it. So there you go. Purple and ivory for the sleeves. And then for the scoring, for fun, I give it a 9 out of 10. Trust me, this is a fun deck. Again, it is not a fun deck to play against, probably. But it is a super fun deck to play with. And for the looks, I also give it a 9 out of 10. I really fell in love with this deck, to be honest. It's part of the Visa's lore. It's part of your boy G's lore. I'm a big fan of the adventure package and the adventure artwork. It's super pretty. Again, the Scareclaw monsters are cool. They're cool. Rykard is cool. The extra deck is super cool. Lightheart, Tryhard are super cool cards. It's not the most pretty deck, but it's a super cool deck. You know what I mean? So a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for looks. And then for favorite, a 8.5 out of 10, which brings it at a total of 26.5 out of 30. It scores quite high, to be honest. It is a fun deck, don't get me wrong. It is not even a rogue deck, it is just a fun deck. But it can be really funny just, to OTK your opponent with Tryhard here. Just go poof, 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 piercing, and just go, yeah, okay. That's GG's then. So yeah, there you go. If you've never played Tryhard, if you've never played Tryhard and Rykard in Scareclaw, then I would say give it a try. It's fun. It's ultra budget also, by the way. It's ultra budget. I legit bought this whole deck. We bought this whole deck for, I think it was 30 euros. So around $30 American, which is like cheap as hell. It's super cheap. You can upgrade it as much as you want. You can pimp it out as much as you want, but I feel that this is just the way to go. You don't need to spend a lot of money for every single Yu-Gi-Oh deck, you know what I mean? We're not all Roulette decks, and we're not all Kill Tune or, those expensive decks that are in the meta right now. It's just fun. But again, I'm more of a fun and rogue player my whole life anyway. So yeah, I just love playing rogue and fun decks. I love playing better decks as well. Like tiered decks, like tier 2 and tier 1 decks are sometimes fun as well. But most of the time, I love to stick with the rogue and the fun and low scale, high scale rogue decks and, low tier 2 decks and stuff. I would definitely give this a try if you haven't already. And again, if you've sat across the table of a Scareclaw player, and usually you're not going to enjoy it so much, I would say play it yourself and see how much you enjoy it, because I enjoy it very, very much. There you go. Tryhard is a ridiculous monster. Astroloud is also quite funny. And it has a Link 1, which is always good. So, as always, I hope you liked the video. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Amazing. Maybe when this video goes live, we are at 100 subscribers. I don't know. But yeah, we're almost at 100. We thank you for all the support you've been giving us since the start of our channel, which is I think 3 months ago that we started our channel, Astrid and me. So yeah, we hope you continue to support our channel and watch our videos. Hopefully will, you know, grow some more and get sponsored by Dragon Shield, bro. Sponsored by Dragon Shield. What up? Yeah. I hope you guys all have a great day, have a great week, have a great weekend, and see you next time. Adios, amigos.